In today's video, we are here to try out a game that I don't kind of really play on the channel, and that game is going to be called Pull a Sword. And if I'm not mistaken, it is very similar to like the genre that, you know, arm wrestling simulator and like all of those games have. You know, for example, there are enemies that you kind of have to be like a certain strength to take out. There are pets. However, you guys have been telling me recently that apparently this game is worth giving out a try, so I think you know exactly what that means. We're going to be going noob to pro. But just before we jump into today's video, just want to quickly say, if you do end up enjoying it and want to see more, then make sure to hit that like and subscribe button with notifications on. And yeah, once you guys are done with all of that, sit back, relax and enjoy. Alright, so first things first, how exactly does the game work? Well, just like I said before in the intro, pretty much all you have to do is you have to go ahead and click, and then when you click, you are going to be getting strength, and then with that strength, you can go ahead and take on these like, let's call them sword levels. For example, the starter one over here, you are going to be needing a minimum of 50 strength. However, right now I have over 200, which means just like that, you are able to beat it really easily. But yeah, then from there, once you beat one of these sword levels, you can go ahead and get some stuff. For example, swords, you get wins in order to hatch pets. And then of course, apart from that, there's going to be a bunch of worlds with a bunch of different features that of course we need to go ahead and get maxed out. So you know what, let's quickly get on started by doing that, by quickly heading on over here to the pets, and let's try and hatch something good. So for my very first hatch, I am going to be getting a kitty rare, which is going to be the 35%, not too bad. But can we do much better with our second roll? No, we're only going to be getting a common. But hey, that's completely fine though, since having a look at their stats over here, this dog over here is going to be giving me a 1.4x multiplier, and then the kitty is going to be giving me 1.9x. I see, so even the worst pets that you can get in the game are still pretty good. And as well, not only that, you can also craft them up, which will then probably like 2 times their multipliers. So yeah, getting them golden and like whatever's after golden as fast as possible would definitely be worth it. However, apart from that though, is there anything else that we can already do right now? For example, over here, there are levels which apparently will give you boosts. Then there's also rebirths, which will basically like reset all of your stats for a little bit of a multiplier. For example, in order to rebirth once, I need to get 25 wins. That shouldn't be too difficult to get. Let's quickly take out this sword over here and let's see, is it going to be giving me enough? Yes, it's going to be giving me 50 wins, which is more than enough. And boom, just like that, we have gotten our first rebirth. Now with all of that equipped, as you can see, every single time I'm going to be swinging, I'm going to be getting 112 energy. However, we aren't done just yet, since apparently from like, you know, doing a little bit of grinding, you know, getting certain milestones, I am also getting even more multipliers. For example, I can get this times 5 multiplier, which is now making my energy, or should I say my strength, all the way up to 281. You definitely can't say that we're already making a bunch of progress. But anyways, back onto the features, since I was told that apparently there is a lot to do. For example, there are magic books, rings, medals, trails, auras, and the list just goes on. And oh yeah, by the way, before I end up forgetting, apparently this game right now has some kind of haunted town event. Now, I'm pretty sure this has something to do with, you know, Halloween, since, you know, haunted and Halloween, they kind of correlate. And having a look around, it does seem like this world has kind of its own unique stats. For example, its own strength, its own currency, and then of course a bunch of other features around the map, such as for example training. You kind of get the point. Now, I think for the time being, I am going to be leaving the Halloween event here, since I was told by a dev that apparently you guys should focus on the main game at the start. And honestly, I don't really know why. I think it might be so then, you know, you can kind of get the main basics down, such as, you know, all of the features that we mentioned before. So you know what, let's go ahead and trust him by, I guess, quickly unlocking the next world. Now, in order to do that, we need to pull out Excalibur, which needs you to get 690k strength. and then as well you're going to be needing 15,000 wins. Now that shouldn't be too difficult since I'm already like, you know, getting a bunch of strength from every click. So much so in fact that I can easily beat the second best sword of this world. I mean, just like that, we beat it, giving me so many wins. In fact, we can already go ahead and hatch some even better pets. So let's go ahead and see. All right, we got another common once again. Kind of hate to have really bad luck. However, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be much better even as commons. Yeah, 10 times on just the commons of the final egg. And oh look, there we go. We already have enough strength in order to pull out the Excalibur. So let's go ahead and do so. That way we can unlock the second world, which should hopefully be able to get us some more upgrades, which then obviously will make us be able to get stronger much faster. But then as well, not only that, the reason that we need to unlock the second world so much is because apparently this game has a bunch of worlds, like 7 or 8 of them. Yeah, if we do want to go noob to pro in this game, we kind of have to get like at least close to the last world. But anyways, just like that, we are now in the second world where it seems like, you know, it has all of the usual stuff. However, apart from that, there also seems to be some kind of craft index where you can go ahead and craft a castle badge, I think. Not entirely sure what that's gonna do, but I guess it should somehow help me. Maybe. I don't know. Guess we're just gonna have to grind for it and find out. And actually, speaking about grinding, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, how long am I going to be grinding for exactly? I don't know. I think I'm going to give myself like 30 minutes to an hour. That way, I can kind of speedrun through all of the easy progression. So then that way, hopefully by the next time that you guys see me, we should hopefully already have made a bunch of progress to the point where I might be able to show you guys some even more insane multipliers. And okay everyone, after around like an hour and 15 minutes later, we are now back, and let's just say within those 1 hour and 15 minutes, things kind of went crazy. Now you might be asking, what on earth do I mean by that? Well, let's just say I was able to unlock not 1, not 2, but 3 whole new worlds. Yes, that's right. We were able to unlock World 5 thanks to this one singular pet. Let me explain how I was able to get it. So after I had like left you guys and, you know, started grinding, apparently I had reached a certain requirement of like playing the game for around an hour. And then I ended up getting this like free OP pet pack, which like spawns up here, you know, on the top left of your screen. And then all you have to do is claim it, and then it will give you, hold on, let me show you guys how OP it is, 45 million times multiplier. Yeah, if you compare that to like some of my other best pets right now, it's a huge jump. And I mean, just have a look at my energy per click right now. 5.007 QN per swing. For context, by the way, the weakest sword in this world is 750 QN. I'm already like blasting through it. If I wait like 10 more minutes, I'll be able to complete the second one, and then another like maybe, I don't know, an hour or so, I might be able to get this Lunar Reaper as well. To make things short, I'm going to be able to progress through this world just as fast. But anyways, apart from what progression I was able to make, let me show you guys some of the things I was able to unlock as well. For example, I was able to get my very first aura, which if you're wondering how you get auras in this game, you have to craft them from like these puzzle pieces that you get when you fight, you know, the swords or the world bosses. In fact, over here, as you can see, I can actually get this forest aura because I got enough of the puzzle pieces. So let's go ahead and craft that. And now I have a little bit of a stronger multiplier. But as well, not only that, there are also trails in the game where you can buy them with wins. In fact, I might be able to buy a really OP one right now. Yes, I can get this one, which is much better than my old one. So let's go ahead and buy that boy. And then as well, not only that, I was also able to buy a ring and also this book, which once again, if you guys are wondering how I got it, in each world there's like a shop. For example, in this world there's a bookstore. Then all you have to do is just walk up to it, you know, spend a few wins, and then it will give you, you know, these guaranteed multipliers. You kind of get the idea of how exactly I was able to progress so fast. And then apart from that, that though, the last thing that I was able to somewhat figure out are these medals over here. Pretty much how they work is for completing certain milestones, for example, heading on over here to the sword index one, if you get a certain number of swords, for example, in this case is 20, it will give you a badge. And then what that badge will do is it will give you a click multiplier, and then the further you try to upgrade it, the better it will be. For example, after this, it might be Collector 2 giving me double the multiplier. So maybe let's say starting off as 1.3, the next sword could be 1.6 or maybe even better. Not only that, there is also actually a merchant over here where once again, it is very similar to all the other stuff. Just in this case, you need puzzle pieces, and then you can go ahead and once again craft these like first tiered ones. And then I'm going to assume that once you upgrade it, or should I say unlock it, you will then be able to like purchase its better variant, I think. And I mean, just have a look at the stats. Each one of them is like 2x, 2.1x, 2.3x. Getting these badges would make my click gain go up so much. So you know what? Let's go ahead and quickly get them. So in this case, I am going to be needing 50 of these Emperor aliens, 50 of these pumpkins, and then 50 and 50 as well. Alright, this shouldn't be that difficult to do. So let me just quickly see what worlds they are from. Okay, they're from the volcano world, the glacier world, and as well the desert world. So this should take probably like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. I guess it's gonna depend on how lucky I get. And there we go. We now should have everything that we need. Let's have a look. Yes, we do. So let's just start buying all of these pieces. Boom, boom. There we go. And oh, okay. I see now. Apparently when you get enough of the puzzles, you don't get the ability to buy a whole singular badge, but rather instead you get a piece of it, and in total you're going to be needing 5 of them. Now that is definitely going to be making things a little bit harder, but I guess it's fine, since in the end all I really have to do is just like AFK for a few hours, and then I should technically have enough to make a whole piece. At least I hope so. But yeah, apart from that though, I think I'm gonna get back to grinding once again, but rather this time instead of going for a whole hour, I think I might go for like 4 or 5 hours. I guess it just depends on how much progression I'm able to do. But yeah, hopefully by the next time that you guys see me, I should be able to get strong enough in order to hopefully unlock some of the final worlds, get some of the pieces that I was missing, and then from there we'll have a look and see what is left to do in order to go noob to pro. And alright everybody, after, I gotta be honest with you all, it has not been a few hours. It has actually been a few days, and the reason being is because, let's just say I figured out a lot of stuff that made me really OP. For example, if you go ahead and have a look at my strength over here, as you can see, we are in the DD range. And you might be asking, wait, how on earth are you that high? I thought you were like relatively weak before, I guess you could say. Like if I'm not mistaken, some of the best swords in this world were like, how much strength was it? Yeah, in the sextillions and as well the quintillions. And well, the reason being that I was able to get so OP is because, let's just say, I think I kind of understand why the devs said not to do the Halloween world at the start. Since if we go ahead and have a look at some of the pets over here, yeah, they're absolutely ridiculous. Yes, that's right, the Halloween pets, at least they were because they removed the event. They're absolutely ridiculous, you know, 123 million. What else? There's also 110 million. And then of course, whilst grinding out through the game, I ended up unlocking even more equips thanks to like super rebirths, sword index and aura index requirements. And not only that, by the way, even having a look at some of the swords, auras, rings and books, they're once again absolutely broken. This singular sword over here gives me 63.5 x multiplier. Then the aura is just as good, 21x. And by the way, just to compare them to like some of the previous best ones that you could get without the Halloween event, this is the best one at the moment that I have, 19.99, which is nowhere even close to this Doom Reaper. So yeah, now you guys understand how I was able to get so broken. And the reason being that I, you know, spent so long grinding is because the Halloween world was a little bit difficult to grind through. through. Like, I would end up doing hours and hours of, you know, grinding, and I wouldn't really make that much progress. So I decided, you know what, why not just grind through it completely, and then, you know, I'll just cut back when I completed it. So then that way I can show you guys how far I was able to progress. For example, we unlocked not one world, not 2 worlds, but once again, 3 whole new worlds. And oh yeah, by the way, I was told that apparently this is like the second to last world, because after this there's like the underworld, and then I think that's it. And yeah, although it is the last world, you know, I would have wanted to kind of unlock it. I don't think I'm gonna do it in today's video, because even now, after, you know, getting all of these OP pets, OP swords, pretty much everything OP, it's still not enough, even after days and days of grinding as a free-to-play, to even damage the first sword in this world. And oh yeah, by the way, the best sword over here has, how much was it? 1 TDD HP. Yeah, I don't know if I'm maybe missing something, like maybe there's some other like really OP item that I can get, because at the way things are going, I don't think there's a way to actually get that amount of strength without like grinding for months and months straight. So yeah, if you guys actively play this game and, you know, have some tips on, you know, how to actually get this amount of strength as a free to play, then please do let me know, because not gonna lie, I have really been enjoying this game. Like, of course, if you're an active subscriber on the channel, you know I don't really play these types of games. Like, I'm more on the anime simulator kind of side. But yeah, playing this was kind of like, what's the word, like a refresher, you know, dipping my feet in like something new. And of course, if you guys did end up enjoying this video on, you know, grinding through this whole game, then do feel free to let me know either in the comments, or if you want not to waste time to commenting, then feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. Then once you guys are done with all of that, I think I'm going to end off today's video here. Now, yes, I know you guys are probably going to be saying, wait, SMG, you didn't unlock the last world. Like, how can you say you're pro if you didn't unlock the last world? And well, the short answer to that is, as I explained before, I'm not entirely sure how I should progress from here. Plus as well, if I were to go and grind till all the way to the victory sword, you guys probably won't be seeing this video for another month or so. Hence why I'm kind of begging you guys for tips over here, because as I mentioned before, even with OP teams, even with like OP everything, I'm still kind of not able to progress. But anyways, apart from that, once again, if you guys did end up enjoying this video, then make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And apart from that, I think I'm just gonna get back to grinding, so then maybe hopefully I figure out something and I'm able to finish the game. So yeah, apart from that, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.